Hey everyone, welcome to our next toolbox for creative writing edition. In this one, we're going to be feeling positive about appositives. Nice, I love puns. Alright, so let's talk about appositives. So an appositive phrase consists of the appositive and its modifier. So an appositive phrase may be long or short. So let's take a look at these examples. So the insect, a cockroach, is crawling across the kitchen table. So the appositive itself is an insect, but the modifier that creates the appositive phrase is a cockroach because it modifies this noun by explaining what type of insect it is. The insect, a large cockroach. So what this is showing is the fact that the modifier for insect can be as complex or simple as you want. A large cockroach with hairy legs. Oh, gross. So it's the idea that it can be as long or as short as you wish. What's important about the modifier is that it's further defining what the insect is. Alright, so let's look at a couple more examples. A tennis player, Rob, practices swings with his rackets every chance he got. So here this is interesting. Rob is the appositive and a tennis player is a modifier. So do know that while a lot of times the appositive comes first, it doesn't necessarily have to. Granted, I think this version reads a little awkwardly. Rob, an excellent player, was named the most valuable player in his league. So here we have Rob, the appositive, and we have a modifier further explaining who or what Rob is. Rob's last match was against a tough opponent, a former state champion. So here we have the modifier modifying the appositive opponent. Alright, so let's look at some examples in literature as they are going to be a little more useful for you figuring out how you're going to utilize this toolbox tool in your own writing. So here we have by George Orwell, occurring in his story, A Hanging. We were waiting outside the condemned cells, a row of sheds fronted with double bars, like small animal cages. So here we have the modifier describing the cells. So when we think about the purpose of appositive phrases, the purpose is that it provides more opportunity to insert description naturally. So in previous videos, we talked about how you don't want to have huge chunks of description, but rather you want to naturally and gradually insert description amongst the plot, the dialogue, and all of those kind of parts of your narrative that has momentum and therefore keeps your readers interested. So this insertion, a row of sheds fronted with double bars, creates an image so that we can see what the cells look like, and it inserts it right in the middle of the sentence that's talking about the cells without interrupting our understanding of the sentence. It is not confusing. It politely gives us a little image and we keep on reading. So let's take a look at another one. So in A Christmas Memory by Truman Capote, it says, Christmas Eve afternoon, we scrape together a nickel and go to the butcher's to buy Queenie's traditional gift, a good noble beef bone. Queenie's a dog, if you're curious. So here we have the traditional gift, but then we have the modifier to explain the appositive in more detail. What is the gift? A good noble beef bone. So we can see that gift in more vivid imagery in our mind. In Bronx Primitive by Kate Simon, we have, though her cheeks were high-colored and her teeth strong and yellow, she looked like a mechanical woman, a machine with flashing, glassy circles for eyes. That's disturbing. Alright, so here we have mechanical woman, which is going to be the appositive, and here we have the modifier making this mechanical woman more vivid in our mind's eye. And it definitely does an excellent job of that. Without this modifier, this would not be a disturbing sentence, but with the modifier, it creates the imagery to make sure that the readers feel disturbed. Alright, let's take a look at two more. In The Pride of the Yankees by Gary Cooper as Lou Gehrig, we have, I have the great honor to have played with these great veteran ball players on my left, Murderers Row, our championship team of 1927. I have had the further honor of living with and playing with these men on my right, the Bronx Bombers, the Yankees of today. So here, this is a little more of a practical use of the modifiers, but here when he says, great veteran ball players on my left, he then defines who they are. But even though this is more of a practical use, it's also a great rhetorical style. The rhetoric's excellent here. So it's the idea when he says, oops, hold on one second. Sorry, my computer freaked out for a minute. But as I was saying, when he then says Murderers Row, our championship team of 1927, it creates this suspense. Who are these great veteran ball players? Oh, that's who you're talking about. And then he does it a second time to create this excellent parallel structure so that it sounds really good as he says it to his audience. So, excellent rhetoric here. Let's look at the next example, Inside Cape Town by Joshua Hammer. The Coburg Nuclear Power Station, Africa's only nuclear power plant, was inaugurated in 1984 by the apartheid regime and the major source of electricity for the Western Cape's 4.5 million population. Again, this is a much more practical use of it as it's nonfiction. However, it's still very useful rhetorically. So it says the nuclear power plant station, and then it defines why this power station is significant. It's Africa's only nuclear power plant. So it provides clarity as to why we should care about this. So as you can see between our examples, there are literary reasons to use modifiers with their appositives and create appositive phrases, and there's more rhetorically focused and practical reasons to use it. However, for whatever reason you're going to use it, you are going to use it in your writing this week and for all the weeks to come. I need to see modifiers creating appositive phrases in your writing. I'll keep an eye out, make sure you use them. Thanks so much. Bye.